As the Iowa Lady Jackets embark on the 2011 basketball season, a vital part of their spirit is missing with the loss of their key senior point guard. Mercedez Garcia was driving on Highway 3059 on October 28th before her Iowa cross-country team's senior night. What happened on that drive was devastating, as Mercedez lost control of her car and suffered fatal injuries. At just 17 years old, Mercedez died the next day at Herman Memorial Hospital in Houston.
I'll never forget when she was born, my grandma went to the house to check on us, and she picked up Mercedez and she lifted her up in there and she looked at her, she just smiled. And she turned to my mom, she said, "Yvette, this is the one, this is the special one right here." And it was so true. She was so special. Mercedez was just full of energy. She was a firecracker, I tell people.
She was so small. I don't think the coaches saw her potential, so she didn't make it. And she didn't make it again. Finally, in 8th grade, she made the team. And that's what started it all. So when she went to high school, she was full of fire. She was ready to try out for everything.
That's Mercedez. When she got to practice, you would have thought she was playing for a state championship, because that's how hard she went at everything, and she still never felt it was good enough.
And one day they hid from me because I went outside and they turned off all the lights in here. I was walking, I thought they left me because it was for a game. So I'm looking for everybody, and I can't find them. They're hidden in our coach's office. And I'm like, man, I can't find anybody. And then I hear Mercedez laughing because I found out that she ripped her pants trying to get off the top of a bin in the top of our coach's office. And I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds like classic Mercedez. That was hilarious. It was just good times. And we danced around in the locker room and stuff like that because she loved to dance. So just good times. And she would always bring new music for us to play, and just fun.
Mercedez Garcia was Iowa High School, as family and teammates recall. Not only did she play sports across the board, but she reigned as homecoming queen this past football season.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. What do? We swim, swim. I love to swim. When you love to swim. And then her and Mercedez, they be doing it like that.
On the basketball team, Mercedez was both an energizer and a friend, bringing her signature smile even when times got tough.
On the court, it's just, I don't know, it's just like we feel a presence now. Like when we play, it's just there. Like we know where to go now. It's like on the court, when we're playing, it's like, where would Mercedez pass it? Where would she want the ball at? Let's see if we can get it there, And it's making us better players.
Every year I make them write an essay about what this basketball team means to them, and I give them a due date and a time. Well, the due date was on that Friday morning. It was like 3 weeks before the accident, and it had to be in by 7:45. Well, she was sitting in the bleachers trying to hurry up and start the essay and finish the essay all in a matter of like 10 minutes. So the bell rang, and she come running up to me, and she was like, "Coach Witt, here's my essay. I didn't get to finish it, but do I have to run?" And I was like, "No, you don't have to run. Just give me your essay." Well, then I didn't have time to read it that day, and so I stuck all the essays in my book bag, and then I carried them around for 3 weeks, and I never read them because I was very angry at how immature my team was. And we graduated 5 seniors last year, and the girls just didn't seem to be stepping up, so I didn't want to hear what they had to say about the team. So I was really going to throw the essays away. Well, the Friday of the accident, I tried to throw them away, but my trash can was full. And I was like, dadgummit. So I put them back in my bag, and I brought them home. And then as I was driving home Sunday, I was like, her essay, I wonder what Mercedez wrote. So I pull over on the side of the road, and I pull out the essay. And when I do, my bones just went cold. And I read it, and it is like an inspiration for us to live every day the fullest. And it's her way of telling us goodbye. And the timing couldn't have been more perfect.
Yeah. What did it say? What did she say that this team meant to her?
That we were a family on good days and bad days, that when it became senior night, those would be the best and the worst night of her life. And you know, we're all thinking basketball senior night, but in hindsight, the day of the wreck, she was trying to get back for her cross country senior night at the football field. And then it said about living every day to the fullest, because no matter how much she gave, she never felt like it was enough. And that's Mercedes. When she got to practice, you would have thought she was playing for a state championship, because that's how hard she went at everything, and she still never felt it was good enough. And so I told the girls, build off of that, you know, as an inspiration to live every day like it's your last. Give everything you have, and then that's still not enough. And then at the end of the letter, it says the best something of my, and she doesn't even finish it. The word life is not right there. So it's like you can fill in what you want in the blank, the best time of your life, your day, your week, your year. And it's like she left it for us to fill in. And I said, so now we owe it to her to fill in every day. We have to fill that blank in. So
for her to live only 17 years and just to hear all the stories about what she's done for people and how she's touched their lives, it means so much to me, and that's what's been helping me get through a lot of this stuff. And you know, with the team and stuff like that, just to hear all the good that she's done just means a lot to me, you know, and just how much she's pushed them. And it really makes you want to push yourself, you know, when you hear, you know, like I said, this young kid, you know, she's doing all this and just inspiring all these people, makes you want to do that too, and really look back on your life and, you know, ask yourself what you're doing, you know, because, you know, I promise tomorrow, you know, you don't know what, you know, today holds. And
how much a part of them she was and still is, and it makes me proud. It makes me proud, and my heart's full because I know how much she was loved, and what an honor for the kids to just be inspired to want to play even harder and do it, because they know Mercedes would have been there hollering at them and pushing them to go and to do it. And it makes me really proud, really proud.